So there is one nature, it's emptiness, and the two aspects, the form and emptiness. Emptiness aspect and form aspect. So we must feel it. We must try to understand and feel and see. Likewise, feeling, yes, 5 aggregates you. So similarly, feeling aggregation, recognition, discrimination or recognition, compositional factors, aggregate, and consciousness are empty. So now likewise, it is said likewise. So you should apply this. Feeling is empty, emptiness is feeling. Emptiness is not other than form, feeling. Feeling is also not other than feeling also is not other than emptiness. Similarly, you take it recognition, like recognition is empty, emptiness is recognition, and recognition is not other than emptiness. Emptiness also is not other than recognition. Similarly, compositional factor and consciousness, like consciousness is empty, emptiness is consciousness. So these 4 features, you must go with all these 5 aggregates, to explain 5 aggregates and to understand the 5 aggregates. So look at the emptiness of the inherent existence of the 5 aggregates. Also, that sentence up there, that is the summary of the whole teaching. And then when he goes into detail, then it starts with the form is empty, emptiness is form, and it comes down. Okay? Shariputra, like this, all phenomena are emptiness. So up to here, this is talking about the accumulation part and the preparation part. You first know about the emptiness, and then what is the emptiness? Like form is empty, emptiness is form, form is not other than emptiness, and so forth. So we know about it, we hear about it, contemplate on that, and then try to meditate on that. That is preparation part. And now when we get to the seeing part, the third part. So third part, when you meditate on that, when we reach to third part, the seeing part, when you get to seeing part, as I told you, when you are you dissolve into emptiness, So to that what you have is nothing. Therefore, in emptiness there is no form. So to that person who is in the seeing part, when he is in meditation, there is no form. No feeling, no recognition, no compositional factor, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no objects, no objects of touch, feeling, and no phenomena, no eye element, and so forth, till no mind element, and also till no element of mental. So this includes all the phenomena, the 5 aggregates, and also these 6 different elements are there, like 6 consciousness elements and so forth. So that includes, that includes all phenomena, and so it went in detail about it. No eye, no ear, and so forth. So from no eye element and till no mind element, and also till no element of mental consciousness. Seeing part has 8 profound features. So the seeing part practices with the 8 profound features. Look at emptiness with the doors of emancipation through emptiness. No existence of the signs, no inherent existence of birth or producing and ceasing. Then there no stain of any kind of delusions. And also it is free from the stains of thoroughly purified phenomena. In other words, stains of virtues also. From no ignorance and no exhaustions of ignorance till no aging, death, no exhaustion of aging and death. Likewise, there is no suffering, origin, cessation, path, wisdom, attainment, and non-attainment. Oh, yeah, here, no characteristics, no produced, no not produced, not cease, no stain, no separation from stain, and no decrease and no increase. No increase of good qualities, because to that meditation, there's no other phenomena, other than emptiness. So no, it says no decrease, no increase. There is no increasing of good qualities. No decrease means no decreasing of bad qualities. Just emptiness. Get into emptiness, dissolve into emptiness. That's it. So that is seeing part, And then when you cease when you abandon the delusions, which is to be abandoned by seeing part, you get out of the meditation, and then you practice other perfections, other practice of Dharma, and then you again get into meditation. That is meditation part. When you start to go again into meditation session, that is you are entering to meditation part, and that is also long way to go. So you keep on meditating. You keep on having meditation session and in between sessions. So when you arise from meditation session, then you keep on practicing giving, generosity, morality, and so forth, right? So during that period, also when you are in meditation, so meditating part, and during the meditation, what you observe and what you see, that is mentioned clearly. But the other practice of the other part of the practice, in other words, the practice of method is not directly mentioned, but it is indirectly mentioned, because when you talk about meditation part, seeing part, there are other causes are also to be met. Without meeting all the causes, there cannot be resulted. That is our principal philosophy, right? So therefore, it is also indirectly indicated about the method practices. That is, what do you call that? generosity, practicing generosity, morality, and so forth. So now this there no I know here. That is all about the meditation part, and during the meditation part, no ignorance. So at during the meditation part, so the practitioner bodhisattva engaged into, when he is engaged into meditation, so he just dissolve into emptiness. So to that realization, to that realizing consciousness, realizing emptiness consciousness, there's nothing else, only emptiness is there. There's no form, no ear, no eye, so no mind, no element, also till no element of mental, right? So there's no form, there's no six faculties, there's no other consciousnesses, there's no 18 elements, there's no delusions, there's no the thoroughly purified phenomena, which means virtuous phenomena. And there is no 12 dependent originations. There is no 4 noble truths. And then there is no path. So even the meditation path is also not there, not appeared to there. Even though he is in meditation path, but it is not appeared to that consciousness. And the wisdom, the realizing emptiness, that wisdom itself is not there. The attainment, Buddhahood, fully enlightenment, that kind of things are also that is also conventional truth. So it is not there during the meditation. And not attainment, and non-attainment. So attainment is also not there, non-attainment is also not there. So then there is one, the end of the meditation path, it is called Vajra-like meditation. The meditation path, Vajra-like meditation. So that is indicating here, when it goes like Shariputra, reason being no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and abide in the perfection wisdom. Bodhisattvas, there is no attainment, there is no attainment. So bodhisattvas rely on and abide in the perfection wisdom. And then second movement is, after the Vajra-like meditation, the second movement is enlightenment. So the bodhisattva abide in the perfection wisdom. It says bodhisattva rely on and abide in the perfection wisdom. So never arise from the meditation. So there is no, then fully enlightened. So after that, what happens is there is no obscuration, no fear, and no fear in mind. Absolutely passed beyond misapprehension. There is a form, this sort of conception, pure grasping pure which is not pure, taking as happiness which is suffering, and looking as a permanent which are impermanent, looking at, considering as a permanent which are impermanent, and grasping as how do you call it? I don't know. Self-grasping, which is which is selfless. So all these misconceptions are gone. So they are completely gone into nirvana. And also all the Buddhas who are perfectly in the 3 times attained complete unsurpassed enlightenment through relying on the perfection wisdom. Okay? This you understand. Therefore, the mantras of the perfection wisdom. So till here, so Buddha has given some little bit detailed teachings on the 5 parts, mentioning about how they get engaged into the meditation, and here he is giving you the mantra of perfection wisdom, which is for the more advanced disciples. So here it goes. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection wisdom, the mantra of greatest mantra of great knowledge, because through this knowledge you can be cured from the sickness that you are suffering from delusions from beginner's time. And unsurpassed mantra. This is unsurpassed mantra because to remove suffering, there's no mantra greater than this. So therefore it is unsurpassed mantra. Equal to unequal mantra. So unequal phenomena is the Buddhahood, fully enlightenment. So this mantra is equal to that. So that's why it is called equal to unequal mantra. So the mantra that completely pacifies all suffering. So all the sufferings and all the obscurations can be pacified only through emptiness. But without emptiness, you cannot get rid of the delusions and from their root. Obscuration. There are 2 kinds of obscurations. They cannot be removed. You cannot get rid of. You cannot abandon them. So therefore, it is very necessary. But it needs the help of the method practices, such as 5 perfection practices and bodhicitta mind, compassion, and so forth. So that is to be noted and to be known. All sufferings. Since it is not false, what Buddha has just mentioned is true. It is not a word which is this is not a deception word. So therefore it is not false. Should be known as the truth. Okay? The Buddha's word never deceives. Buddha's words never deceive us. So it is not, it is considered not a deception sort of word. So it is not false, should be known as the truth. The mantras of the perfection wisdom proclaim. Tayata. Tayata means it goes like this, as it is, something like that, you know, Tayata. Om is the head of any mantra, you know. It goes with any mantra. So maybe you know Om. Tomorrow also we can explain Om. So Gade Gade. Gade Gade is gone. So first Gade is referring to gone away from suffering, you know. Get away from suffering, get away, gone. So Gade is. The first Gade refers to the first part, accumulation part. Second Gade refers to the second part, preparation part. Third word is Paragade. Paragade means further gone, sort of, you know. And seeing part. Parasangade is it refers to meditation part. And the Bodhi is Buddhahood, you know. Bodhi, Bodhicit, what we already discussed earlier. So Bodhi is Buddhahood. And Soha. Om Gade Gade Paragade Parasangade Buddhi Soha. Soha is here means some kind of establishment. So establish Buddhahood through the 5 parts. That is the meaning of right? The Bodhisattva, the great Sattva, should practice the profound perfection wisdom in this way. Then the Bhagavan arose from the meditation and said, "Well done," to the Bodhisattva, the great Sattva, Avalokiteshvara, and good, blessed son. It is like that. Since it is like that, the profound perfection wisdom should be practiced in the way you just have revealed. Tathagatas also rejoiced. When the Bhagavan had said this, the Venerable Sariputra, all the disciples, the worldly beings of gods, humans, the worldly beings of gods, humans and demigods, including spirits, were delighted and deeply praised to the teaching of the Bhagavan. The Bhagavan is related to Buddha. So Bhagavan, so that is Heart Sutra that just we have explained. And maybe I forgot to explain the word Bhagavan. You know, Bhagavan is in Tibetan word is Chomdende. So there is 3 words. The first Chom is sort of destroyed all the enemies. So that means destroyed all the faults, destroyed all delusions. There's nothing left to be destroyed. There's nothing left to be. There's no negativities to be destroyed left. So that is first word. The second word is he possesses all the good qualities. And the third word is how do you call it? You have gone beyond. So you have gone beyond samsara, beyond all the sufferings, and beyond all the faults and so forth. So that is the word meaning of what do you call that? Bhagavan. So Bhagavan is Sanskrit, but this is a Buddhist term Bhagavan. That means that gives this meaning. But Bhagavan, the word is also used by Hinduism. They might have different meaning because we have a different philosophy, right? So they might have different meaning. So this is a Buddhist meaning. So there is, we talked about little bit, I don't know much about emptiness, it's so profound, so I don't know, so we just discussed something about emptiness, something about perfection wisdom. So now we all must try to get into that and try to realize that in our lifetime. It can be done. So many people have done that. So many masters have done that. So why can't we do it? We will be able to do it. So we have to do it. We have got to do it. So we must make a sort of commitment, promise that we are going to do it. So through that, you sometimes if you can recite a Heart Sutra, that is also good. This is also beneficial. So in these areas, the black magics are quite famous, prone to black magic. So when you realize emptiness, nothing can be effective. No black magic can make you effective. It is impossible. So because we have to see the emptiness of black magic. So the black magic is empty. Emptiness is black magic. Black magic is no other than emptiness. Emptiness is not other than black magic, right? So, so any kind of suffering, uncomfort, delusions, so everything can be suppressed or destroyed by realizing emptiness. So there is, this is the main, what I say is a sort of the nuclear bomb of Buddhism. So this is the nuclear bomb of Buddhism. So we have to get this, then there will be no enemy. The delusions won't be there, the hatred won't be there, anger won't be there, and we will be in peace. So it is referred as an axe to cut the tree. So to cut the tree, you need the axe. Without axe, you cannot cut. Or what is this? Nowadays we have this machine, saw. It is called saw. Saw. Electric saw. So that is also like that to cut this. But at the same time, you need a strong person who can hold it. Who can hold it. So who can, and a person should know, a skillful person, how to cut it. The skill is needed, strong is needed, and then the saw or axe is needed. The three features should be there. So you need the axe is like emptiness, but then other practices are also needed, the skills, and then we can cut the root of ignorance or root of suffering. So I think that is the explanation of Heart Sutra. Any questions you have? Would you like to ask any questions? Chomdende is Bhagwan. Yes, I just explained. Chomdende, 3 words. Chomdende. Denchenche. Chomdende is there, right? That is Bhagwan. Chomdende is 1 word but 3 syllables. Chomdende, 3 syllables. So first meaning is destroyed, and the second meaning is possessed, quality. And the third one is gone beyond. Yes. Tishin Shepa. Tishin Shepa. Okay, the Tishin Shepa. So when you do 35 Buddhas, the compassion, so 35 Buddhas, we don't say Chomdende, but we say Tishin Shepa. So all the Buddhas are titled with the Tishin Shepa. Tishin Shepa is Tathagata. Tathagata. So Tishin Shepa. It's a Gelugpa tradition. So all the Buddhas are named, all the 35 Buddhas are named with titled with Tishin Shepa. But the other Tibetan Buddhism traditions, they just say the name. All the Buddhas are not titled with Tishin Shepa. So there's a different tradition. Yes. In Gelugpa, because the Tsongkhapa the Great, he said to title this with the Tishin Shepa. Because when he was doing the compassion, he was doing the purification, he did it through prostration and reciting the name of the 35 Buddhas. And then one day all the 35 Buddhas appeared in his vision. And so 35 Buddhas without a head. So it was appeared in his vision. So he was wondering why it is. So he just then he realized that he recited the names but without a title that is a little bit unrespected, popularly not respected. So he realized that he has joined the title with the name. So he did that afterwards, and then he, all the 35 Buddhas, the full 35 Buddhas came into his vision. So that's why in the Gelugpa tradition it is, we always say Tathagata Tishin Shepa. Yes. Any more questions? Otherwise we take rest. You want to go? Okay.
That if you are the beginner of the Christian,
Huh?
so that as we are the beginner, if we like to practice of the meditation of the emptiness, is it we should start from meditation of I? Because
that is considered easier, not necessary. You can analyze on outer things like couch, table. You can analyze on that. You can analyze on rocks, but rocks are very solid. So to find the emptiness of rock is a bit difficult for the beginners like us. So you have to go some delicate ones. Can be easily disappeared. And then, so when we go about a person, so because of the base, because of the base which is called a person, it is easier for us to realize emptiness. Otherwise there is no difference. You can start with any object. You can start with any object. So if you found the emptiness of one object, then you can realize emptiness of any other object. It's the same. It's not very difficult. It's the same, exactly the same. The emptiness of you, emptiness of me, emptiness of table, so exactly the same. There's no difference. So once you realize, once you found the emptiness in one object, then it is very easy to apply to all the other things.
But this is a meditation practice. But how about if we want to really fully understanding for the emptiness? Should we have the wisdom and compassion and bodhicitta, all this, to help us to go
Bodhicitta no need. compassion, of course. Some other practice, of course. Purification is very necessary. And accumulation of merit, some kind of merit is very necessary. But bodhicitta is not necessary because this Theravadas also can be liberated, and without the realization of emptiness, no one can be liberated.
How about the wisdom? The wisdom is part of the fact to us.
Wisdom is always needed. So itself is a wisdom, right? The realization of emptiness itself is a wisdom. And also we need wisdom. Wisdom we need everywhere.
How we get to realize our wisdom and accumulate wisdom?
To accumulate merit,
Wisdom.
to get wisdom.
Yeah.
So to get wisdom, they are interdependent,
Because of the karma and the inclination.
No, that of course. So we find less wisdom people, we find great wisdom people. That is due to their karma, right? But we can increase our wisdom. We can bring our wisdom to the level of other people, So that through practice of Dharma, and sometimes in Tibetan Buddhism we practice Manjushri, and then through Tsongkhapa, because he is emanation of Manjushri. So we practice Tsongkhapa, recitation of Tsongkhapa's mantra, prayer. So through that, some certain meditations are to be practiced, and through that kind of meditation we can increase our wisdom.
Practice Namasodhapa mantra. Which mantra is
There's a Mingmei Tsewe. Mingmei Tsewe, the Chincheresi.